Is everybody? We got our microphones? Yeah.
Yeah, blue lights
we do.
on.
Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah, today is I'm having a hard time keeping up with the days.
All right. Well, we got a lot going on.
Yeah, it is February
22nd.
22nd. Yeah, that's right.
Thursday.
Okay. Yeah, Thursday, and it is gorgeous again outside.
Look at this view. This is from one of the lots in our mountain community. And it's really not, it's just a normal lot. It's not one that's been selected for a view. And you don't know what you're going to get a hold of when you come up in these mountains.
Yeah.
And this is just one of them that's just so cool. We talked yesterday about building these lots up, putting a house on it, but
Yeah.
isn't that killer?
Like how you were talking about, like key something. Like
Yeah,
where you just
keying it
kinda
in
said
and then
keying
rolling
in.
it and compacting it.
Yeah.
So we're here today to tell you a little bit about the mountain, what we did yesterday. We told you about it.
And I hope everybody enjoyed the show yesterday. We kind of broke it up. We were doing like little snippets as we went along, but it was just so pretty, and it's so pretty again today. And I hope you enjoyed the update, because we hadn't got to update it in a while. And there's
Right.
so much busyness, like Randy was talking about. I was going through your comments before we come up here, and one of the comments was, well, it's a shame those people have to see all those houses stored over there. Well, maybe you misunderstood. It's temporary. So those homes that are down on the bottom, that's not going to be a permanent place that those homes get stored.
No, they're coming here.
Yeah, those homes will go to their lots. So that's a temporary housing or your temporary lot for those homes. It's not, that's not going to be their view. So don't worry about that.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure and say that.
Well, I mean, it's a good problem for us as manufacturing, and we've outgrown our manufacturing footprint. And we're looking for other properties so we can move our manufacturing company away from our community, and then that we'll use those two buildings for something at the community. But right now, we've got 200 plus lots, and we got almost, not all the homes, but probably half of those lots. The homes are built to go on here.
Oh, most of the homes.
And nowhere to park them.
Most of the homes are going here on the mountain. So,
yeah.
I mean, it is just buzzing with, there's equipment, and they're moving stuff, and they're moving houses, and everything's just getting set in. It's just getting super exciting. It's exciting. I can't wait till people start living over here. They're excited too.
Well, you know, when we first started the business, we didn't intend to ever develop land. But they're coming to a situation where people didn't know where to put their homes.
Correct.
Right? So we said, all right, we started developing. We got 230 lots over there that are done. We got another 200 plus over here.
Yeah.
So that has actually, got me thinking about, okay, why can't we do this in other parts of the country?
Right.
And we've had other people say, come to our town. And as you guys know, yesterday in our video, we talked about the mayor of Paducah.
Yes.
Actually physically came here over a 5-hour drive, came here with 3 or 4 of his probably political party,
city officials.
City officials.
They were super nice.
They were so impressed.
Yes.
They were impressed of our assembly line, the quality of our homes, the project here. And I'm saying this publicly, right? So they're going to see this video. So if I'm lying, they're not going to be happy with me, right?
Well, let's say hi to the mayor. Hi, Mayor, over at Paducah in Kentucky.
It was so great.
And the other guys that was there, I forgot their names, so I apologize.
It was so cool to have them here.
It was.
And they said they liked what they seen. They want to collaborate more and have something like this in Paducah.
We're so excited to work with them, and that's exactly what it takes. I mean, we're talking this project will probably, it'll be the first one that you really ties together, and it's like we're going to, they'll work on the design with us. What do we want it to look like?
Yeah.
What kind of homes are going to go there? What do we want the roads to look like? Is it going to be gravel? Is it going to be paved? Is it going to be sidewalks? Is it going to be, all these different things? And it's because they want the best for their city, and we want to bring the best to their city.
Right.
So because our name is all over it and their name is all over it. So why wouldn't we want something to look gorgeous, and to be functional and affordable? That's the biggest thing.
Yeah. And that's what we want to do with other communities and other places we go, to work with the city council.
Yes.
And to say, hey, what are you guys envisioning? This is what we're envisioning. If everything works out financially, let's just go with it. And we're going to go with our same business plan.
Yeah.
Is what we've been doing here.
Same business
$200 a month, where everybody else charges 6, 8, 10, whatever. $200 a month in affordable housing. And it's going to be, I told them, I said, I envision some like cottages, kind of what we built. stacked together, cottage and attic cottages with white picket fences on every lot, paved roads in Paducah. And we're going to go there probably in a week or two, probably next week, I think.
Probably. Randy and I just went over a tentative schedule of properties that we're going to visit. And I just want to, before we go towards that, I just want to say, and Randy does too, thank you to Paducah for the guys who came yesterday, because that's exactly how we wanted to be came at, and how we came at them, and how we all come together. Nobody had an ego. Nobody had an attitude.
Nothing.
It was so wanting the best for the people. That is exactly what happened yesterday.
For the people, for us, and for them,
for
and
everybody.
For everybody.
It was so great. So that's what we want to do with every town that we come into.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
That was just it was a great experience.
So to let you know, in Paducah, we do own some land. We own 8 acres.
Not 40.
Not 40 acres. We own 8 acres.
We own 8 acres.
And they do have a cottage. It's called a cottage zoning. So they have the lot sizes and everything. We're working with them and doing it. So we're going to have affordable housing in Paducah. So
excited.
We'll let you know more how that materializes, but we are going to Paducah. I want to let you know that we'll probably do some incentive programs that we would like. We'd like to pre-sell as many as we can. We want you to, if you're interested in going to Paducah, and and the designs and the models that we're going to have, we'll let you know, because I want to say, hey, the first X amount of people that actually invest in us are going to get a deal. And, I love putting out deals.
Oh, my God, we love deals. I mean, they're just exciting. And to go to a place, to go to Paducah, and we're going to go there, and we're going to show, where are the shops? What do you do there?
Hey,
What's
there's
the town
3
about?
big super Walmarts.
There's 2 Lowe's.
2 Lowe's.
Yeah.
There's, I went through I just drove through it last time I was there, because I had to close on the land. And I went through the old part of town with big Victorian homes and multi-million-dollar homes, and then they got subdivisions, and so it was more there than I thought.
Yeah.
So anyway, Paducah's a beautiful town. Anyway, we're just wanting to tell you right now, this video is to show Paducah, and we will be coming there.
Yeah.
It is not like the Abbeville, because Abbeville we had gotten the mayor, right?
Yes,
and the mayor said to us, "Come on, come on." Well, we learned from that.
We did.
The Abbeville mayor never came to us. We went down there, we talked to him, shook his hand, and then everything kind of went sour. Well, what we've done in Paducah, we have not done any videos. We haven't done anything.
No.
We are going to get all this together with the mayor and his councilman, and we're going to put together an entire performa, and then we're going to present that to the Planning Commission.
So what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
They want to know.
Renderings and everything we're going to do.
How's it going to work?
And after we get all that done, then we're going to say, all right, everybody, this is Paducah. This is what it's got to offer. And this is what we have to offer.
And we just want to make sure and put it in your mind. So if you're thinking about it, a place to put your tiny home, your incredible tiny home, that's going to be an option very soon.
It is.
Okay.
And one thing I like is that in Paducah, the construction, the infrastructure, and all that has nothing to do with slowing what we have down here.
Nothing.
Our men are not going to Kentucky.
Right.
All of it's going to be subcontracted out. All that has been financially documented.
Yeah.
It's all ready to go. So once we get started, it's just boom, that starts up.
Because what we want to do too, and I love that Randy does this, is that whenever we go into another city the hopes of putting another tiny home community, is that you use the people there. You use who the city uses there. Who has what.
We have their
business.
engineer right now.
Exactly, and it's like we want to share with everybody. We don't want to gobble up everything to do. We don't have to have every living, loving thing, and it would just be nice to involve the community, whether it be financial institutions, whether it be volunteers, and just whatever, any kind of businesses that, for the excavating and things like that. We want all that.
So we're putting all this together with the work of the mayor and his councilman, is we do have local banks that are interested in what we're doing, and they've suggested, we're meeting with them. We're trying to put this package together for you all, for financing, for homes, for longevity, for the plan and how it's going to be, for garbage pickup. This is like
we want to get all the details for you.
And that's what's happening in Paducah.
Yeah.
We're going to take that same format and the same checklist to get a project going. We're also looking into called Freeport, Florida. The developments, these are all in the future. These are next year.
Yes.
Right? So The Paducah is going to be, it's probably into the first of the year before all that's done and ready to go.
Okay.
The Freeport, Florida. I just want to let you know that's what's coming on, you know, and that's going to be a big project. We're looking at 25 acres right there, 12 miles from the coast.
Right, correct.
All right, that is another project that we're looking at. We're just trying to give you guys, hey, this is where
Be thinking
the
about
business is going. This is where we're going to develop land. We're also looking at, we have a potential contract on some land here in Tennessee in the local area.
And we'll let you know.
Not in Cott County, but close. We'll let you know about that. We put an offer in on some land. Also, we've got some land in Middle Tennessee.
Oh, yes, right.
That we'll be working on, and that's about a 50-acre parcel that we're going to be bringing you guys. These are all up-and-coming projects.
Up and coming.
Right now, we offered about 3 months ago, you guys know Hans down in Alabama, near Huntsville, Alabama.
Right.
He's got 50 home sites, maybe a few less because people have been buying in there. We'll be going down there. Them lots will be ready in just about 3 months.
Yes.
So those, if you're looking for a place right now outside of Huntsville, Huntsville is almost the size of Knoxville.
Yes.
It's beautiful, hospitals. It's just a gorgeous place with a private lake.
Right.
And we're going to set.
And we showed it. We showed it once whenever that nothing, no construction, no excavating had began. And Hans, I just posted it on last week onto our YouTube channel. So if you go to the YouTube channel and you go to the tab that says community, that video is on there. So his updated video of what the property looks like and all the updates that he's doing is on there. But also we're going to visit. Randy and I, like I said, put a schedule together of some of these properties, and we are going to go back down there and show you the progress that's been made and where it's going. So watch the video of his now, and then we will announce whenever we're going to go down there as well.
Can you put a link to his on here or something?
I make it. Yes, I can do that.
that?
I think I can do a link to that video in the description. So that's a good idea. So let's do that.
And then the other, that's like ready to go within a couple months. You guys, if you're wanting to live there and buy one of our homes
very quickly,
that's now. And also we have an immediate home sites available in South Carolina.
Yes.
And it's the
power plant road.
Yeah, power plant road. It's an RV park of about 20 home sites.
Yes.
Ready to go right now.
Ready to go.
$500 a month. All utilities included, and a 20-foot container, part of your rental.
Yes.
It doesn't cost you any more. That's all utilities, $500 a month, and
that's a great deal.
And
with
you get
getting
a 3-year
that storage.
lease.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's getting that storage for him to do that. I think that's just an amazing thing. So you got South Carolina and Alabama right there. They're ready to go.
Yeah.
So, and we're going to go to South Carolina as well.
We are.
So we've not been yet, but we're going to do a video. I think we're going. We're going to confirm that. We'll let you know.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So you want details of the South Carolina and Alabama that are ready to go right now? Just give us a call. We'll let you know what they are.
Yes.
There's the move in, and setting up, and getting your houses there. But we can actually build a house right now and take it straight to South Carolina. $500 a month.
And Sales knows all about those two properties. Okay, so they know about the Alabama property and the South Carolina property. Know all about it. So
now,
you can email sales@incredibletinyhomes.com.
Yeah. Now we personally are not invested in those two projects, but we are recommending them highly, and we stand behind those gentlemen who are building those. We know what they're doing, we know their infrastructure, how they are conducting business, and you have a lease that you're signing. We feel 100%, or we wouldn't be advertising these guys' two projects.
Exactly, right.
So those two are ready to go. Let me just reiterate a little bit. You got Paducah coming up in about 8 months to a year. We got Florida property that potentially, we're just looking into. That's one like kind of wet your whistle. Florida, it's called Freeport, Florida, north of Destin. Then we've got Middle Tennessee. And we also have a local piece of property that we're looking at. So those are 4 projects. And all 4 projects are probably going to be over 500 to 700 homes.
Well, and there's another project too, but it's just nothing is in the works yet, but it's up and coming. Of course, will be Nevada. So that'll be something that'll be on our radar in the future too. I'm
always working on Nevada. I want to have fun with that. There's some really, it's unique because it's because where it's at in the Amargosa Valley, and it's it's hot there in the summer, which people live there.
They do.
The water and all that stuff. So
70 miles from Vegas.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's something that I'm kind of playing with, but that is in the future also. But the 4, you guys, this is our dream, is to continually put communities across the country.
Right.
We're looking in Texas, some other spots. It's slowly coming on. I want you guys to know that all of the decisions we've made do not put us in a financial harm's way.
Right.
The way we do this is very unique. Things are bought, paid for before we even start. It's all done. There's no risk of not happening. We put bonds up. We put money up, we pay for everything. It is done and complete. Since 2020, we bought this property. It's 2024 now.
Yes.
It'll be a year, but it'll be almost, it's over 3 years now that we've been doing this on this property. But it wasn't just this property.
Right.
We have, since 2020, we have put in the Prairie, the Grove, the beach, this property.
Yes.
And Buffalo Creek is
Correct.
About 50% in too also. So if you add all those up, you're looking at over probably almost close to 400 home sites. And Lord, I don't know how many miles of road.
Oh my gosh.
So it wasn't just the 85 lots on the mountain.
Right.
So there has been a lot more. But you're right about mountain property. As you guys can see, building on the side of a mountain takes a lot of time, a lot of work. We have to wait on the weather. There is no pushing.
There's no way around it.
You can't, you know. So the weather's been a big issue. We had one of the wettest winters, probably the 2 of the wettest winters past that I remember. I don't know any statistics, but man, it rained constantly. But yeah, and that's why I'm excited that this summer we're looking at finishing up not only the mountain, but also Buffalo Creek.
Right.
Think about how fast we've expedited Buffalo Creek. We just actually started on there, what, 4 or 5 months ago?
Yeah.
And we're hoping to get done within a year of that whole project of almost 200 home sites.
Exactly.
So yeah, the mountain has been tough.
And too, in the mountain, you drove with us yesterday and got to see what it looks like. It's a resort. This is we're going to basically call this a tiny home resort. It's a gated community, and it's going up, and look at all the roads and everything all around, all the gravel, all the sites. I mean, it's a lot of land.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So. So it takes time, and safety first. You have to have safety and the right way to do things no matter what, and you have to wait for approvals. You have to wait for all kinds of different kind of things that you're doing, all kinds of just everything. So, and like you said, the weather is the biggest factor too.
And we had talked about the local planning commission that come in effect, and all this was done before they implemented their planning.
Correct.
And we submitted all the documents before the planning commission was submitted, and they asked us to submit everything for grandfathering, and we submitted it to the mayor's office, and it was approved.
Yeah.
So that was actually done. There's some hearsay that we did not.
I know.
But we put it all in. And that's what we're going to share probably next week, is a lot of details to, if there's anybody, especially I'm just concerned about the people that are part of the mountain.
Yeah, just
but
the
you know
people
what?
that are here.
I talked to the people on the mountain, the few people that I've seen, probably a dozen here.
Yes.
And man, they are like so excited.
They are excited.
They don't worry about anything that we're doing. They love what we're doing. Like Paducah came here yesterday, and they looked at all this, and he said, this is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah, he was the mayor. He was like, I'm impressed, man, with the vegetation, the mountains, the views, and everything that this mountain has. And he was impressed. So that was cool. And this is winter.
It's winter, yeah.
It's not even green here.
Oh my gosh, we're excited. It's a big deal. It's a big project, but it's coming on.
Yeah, so this is a video to encourage you of what we're doing.
Yes.
How do we go about doing this? And the reason I don't bring up, it's so funny on social media.
I know.
If you address every comment, good and bad,
exactly.
all you're doing is addressing comments, and I have to choose to say or not say certain things.
Right.
And my whole philosophy is of coming on YouTube is to be encouraging, to be hopefully happy and fun. You and I show our product, show what we're doing.
We're so proud.
We know what we're doing.
We know.
We convey if there's any hold up, if something happens within the next few days or next week and it said, hey, this is what's happened, we will let you know. Right now, we're full bore, we're rolling, and in the communities that we're going to do in the future, it's going, everybody. There's nobody going to stop us from continually growing in our communities. And I'm excited about this. I'm excited about slowly building this part of the business that provides home sites for everybody for $200 a month.
Yes.
And for economical housing.
I know.
And my God, where are you going to go with that?
And you wouldn't believe it, in the comments that I saw right before that we came on and stuff, they're like, come to Wisconsin, come to Michigan, come to everywhere. And it's like, we're trying to get there. We're going to make our way there.
You didn't know this, but we are looking in Indiana.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I didn't know that.
Indiana, and then we were looking at a town in Michigan.
Okay.
You know, we have affiliates in Michigan that we've been working with. But that's just in the hearsay. It's getting people excited.
Yes.
You know, and that's what I like about it. It's getting people excited about developing.
And people are hopeful now because, I mean, a lot of people have just given up on owning a home. I mean, they have literally given up. We talk to people, and that's what we're finding out. It's like, you know, we talked about yesterday, the cycle that you can't get out of rent.
Yeah.
That you cannot get out of your renting situation and stuff, and people can't afford it. And rent has went up. It's just been unbelievable.
So what does your boy play for rent?
I think Seth pays $1,200 or $1,400 a month in Morristown for a two bedroom, a 1.5 bath apartment.
So my goal is to build a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath home, right?
Yeah.
Finance it.
Yeah.
And own it for less than what he's paying for rent.
Exactly.
That's what my dream is to do in all of these communities that we can do. Build 1-bedroom, of course, homes that we have for way less than rent. You guys can be able to buy a home, live in it, and own it.
Yeah.
Even paying the $200 a month rental on the
and
lot.
And your water bill is so low, and then also your electric bill is so much lower.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's so many benefits to going tiny. So many benefits. So and everybody's figured that out. I mean, we're not full for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And we got a waiting list of people wanting to get in.
Exactly. And if there's somebody who leaves, there's somebody else that comes back in. That is not even a concern at all.
Right.
People need this. We know they need it, and we want to just keep on, and we want to share it with the whole country. So here it's been in Newport, Tennessee for a little while, but we're spreading out, and that's what this whole video is about.
Yep.
Just to get you thinking about what area would you want to live in. You know, we do have, like I said, or like Randy said, that Tennessee, we're going to have some more options in Tennessee, but we are branching out to other states.
Yep.
It's exciting.
Are you, I just want to let everybody know that, you know, this is just not my idea. This is not just my forcing this company somewhere.
Right.
You agree with everything we're going, what we've done, what we've done, how we do things, from the leases to the land, the lots, the roads, where we buying stuff.
Yeah.
You're 100% in.
100% in.
And agrees with what we've done and who we are and everything.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So there's no division.
No, there's no division of the two because I mean, we have to come together.
Love working. I always ask her opinion. What do you think? You know, what do you think about the land? And then, you know, I'm going to go look at that Florida property, and I come back and I'll say, hey, I think it was nice. Now let's go down there, and if you want to, we'll see what we want to do. And
well, so, I mean, I was even driving yesterday. I had somewhere that I had to go, and I call him, and I'm like, hey, I seen 3 pieces of property on my way driving there, you know. And so we constantly bounce stuff off each other, and Tom as well. We're always thinking, and we have to make decisions based on the best thing for everybody involved.
Yeah.
That's what we always do that.
So any decision I make, you got to understand it. She's behind it 100%.
100%.
And so is Tom.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
and it's a great team to have.
It is.
It's just like to have her knowledge of a lady, her point of view to come in on me. I can't tell you the many times that it's helped me making decisions, you
absolutely.
know. Just like, don't put that there. You can't put that.
And two, the things that you've taught me over the years of just that I would have never known about construction and excavating and building and all that kind of stuff. So it's unbelievable what I've learned over the years from you about that, because I knew nothing about that whenever I met you, you know. But all of our common sense together is, I think, what really brings it all to, because you have to, because we don't always agree, you know, but we come down to a decision. We do make a final decision to the best of it, and that benefits everybody.
Yeah, there's a couple patches in the holes in in the office walls.
I think that's normal.
We
can't believe
we had
there's
to patch
not.
a couple holes.
I can't believe there's not more, and a few office chairs that are gone now.
That one took a flight right out the door.
That one's gone. It's like, forget it. Nobody's sitting in that baby no more. It's gone. That's okay.
It was out of here.
That's okay.
And then we come back to the drawing board.
Well, listen, you're not into something. You know, when we started this in the backyard, I mean, it was just you. It was just, you know, in the backyard and working, and now to over 100 employees. And, you know, you do not get to this level, you know, after 10 years of some, you know, bumps and you know, punches in the wall and chairs torn up, all that kind of stuff, and disagreements and all that stuff. But when it comes down to it, at the very end of the day, always we're in agreement, and we have the same vision and the same path that we're going to take.
100%.
We're not taking different paths. We're taking the same path together always. So that's how you grow.
Yeah.
You can't grow divided like that, you know, have one having greed over the other one and different things like that. You can't have that. You won't make it.
Nope.
So we've chose to do that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the bigger picture.
Yeah, and you know, you always want to help people because they follow us.
Yes.
And you want them to understand who we are as humans and people, you know. And that's why I invite people to come and meet me. If you guys want to come and talk and you've invested in us, and before you invest, you got to know who we are as people.
Right.
I say, set up a time to come and talk, come and look at what we're doing to really know who we are. I try to say as much as we can on here without being, you know, you don't want to address any negative or any negative comments, because we really don't, we don't dwell in that. We keep moving. We got a lot of things going on, and that's the way to progress in life. And me personally, and I said this yesterday on the video, that I've always had to do things in business, and what I've done, it's always been controversial.
Always, yeah.
Because I just didn't go get a bank loan and then build.
You don't
or
do
partners,
the norm.
And never.
You know,
I don't build the norm.
Right.
Our houses are not the norm.
Right.
Our land development's not the norm. The community's not the norm. How we do everything, the buildings that we built.
Right.
How we're even governing our guys, our employees, and our people. How we communicate with, that ain't the norm.
Exactly.
The guys over there, they're like, oh my God, I've never worked any place like this before, ever.
No, and they love it.
Yeah, they said, man, I can't wait to get to work. And that's what I wanted to do, you know?
Yeah, they love it.
So it's all different. And with that gets a lot of controversy. A lot of people want to say, oh my God, why in the world? How's this can be? And it looks like all these, you know, crazy things are going on. And that's why I encourage anybody that wants to invest or has any questions, man, I am here.
Yeah.
I'm here. Just call, email, make a meeting, and I'd love to sit down across from you and talk. And when I got time, we got to set up a time to come on.
We have to do it with scheduling and stuff, but be sure, email. And
we're excited.
And you know, when you do email, if you have questions, send your questions in.
There you go.
At least, if nothing else, we can get your questions answered to you, because, you know, it is going to be limited, of course, meeting and stuff, because we're going to be here, there, and everywhere, but we can get your questions answered. So email those in, and, you know, Randy and I and Tom can get into those and get you some answers. You know, so, because there's nothing we don't show.
Right.
We show everybody everything, and we just wanted to come to you today and update you. It's just, I'm so amazed. I'm still looking around, and it's just so gorgeous here, and it is happening. It's so exciting. It's just, I can't wait.
Well, you know, I've always been hard on myself and saying, you know, I'm not good enough, or I don't do this, I don't do that.
I think a lot
inside
of people
my head.
do that, yeah.
But, you know, just to let you guys know, as an audience, I have had the opportunity of meeting some really interesting and smart business people, men, women, and everything, right? And just to give, I have to share this with you all, because they have bragged on our business model.
Right.
And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like, I feel like I'm running after my tail constantly and it's falling apart. And they said, no, your business model is so odd.
Yes.
And so different. But it is amazingly
but it
working.
Works. Yeah, but
and
it
they
works.
just scratched their head and they said, how is that happening? How did you get from this point to this point? And when I tell them, they said it's just amazing. And then when you get to Lowe's over the Super Bowl, and we talk to the higher ups, they call the executives, right? And they came to us, and they said, and there was some vendors there. I'm talking vendors that have 700-800 employees. These guys got across the country. They're big multi-million-dollar vendors. They said to me, they had seen our videos, they had seen what we'd done, and after talking to them, all these guys said, your business model is outstanding.
Yeah.
And that's why Lowe's wanted to invest in us. And one of the big questions is can you, what's the word?
Hi, buddy.
How do you call it? How do you grow? How can we grow?
Yeah.
With the flow of orders that would come in as the business would grow, how do we duplicate what we do and handle that growth? And I said, you know what? It has been so perfect, the timing, Amanda, that 2 years ago we started the Incredibox factory. We know now everything it takes to build a certain amount of homes, a certain amount of men. We have the labor down, the materials down, the building down, the tools down, the cranes down, everything we need to duplicate that right over here and duplicate it again and again within months. It doesn't take long to duplicate an entire factory and get people going.
Exactly.
And that's what's fun. And not only duplicating it, who is going to run these? Who is going to be over it? I'm already assembling a team right now of 4 more men that I've had in my life since I was a young boy that are about to come on. And it's, you know what's so good about it? It's peaceful. It's not like, oh, I got to hire him and I got to come up with the money. We don't have money to pay him. It is like, they're not in a hurry. They got their lives going, but they're excited about coming on and how we can work this out and how they can take over part of these factories if we grow and we build. And they're not like ready to go across the country. And nothing's like in a nervous energy. And it's peaceful. Yeah. And it seems funny. It's like, how can you grow so fast and not have all this stress on
I know.
And I just don't.
Yeah.
Everything is falling in place.
It really is.
And I've never had a company do that before. You know, I had the resort and it was all me constantly and it was hard. I had nobody to bounce anything off of. This one, with us as a team, and then us making decisions on accounting, on a software. We've met a great guy in Chicago who's given us a lot of business advice. And then we got another guy from Indiana that came here and helped us, a professional inventory personnel that came here. And it just happened exactly when we needed it.
Exactly at the time that we needed it.
And then Lowe's comes in.
Yeah, see, we're doing a whole, I mean, everybody that lives here sees it. I mean, we're doing a complete spring cleaning like we showed yesterday. And the whole place is just changing, everything. So down to the inventory is massive. They're working on that. And I mean, it is the time to do it, especially before Lowe's, you know, with all that happening and everything. Just to be prepared, just to have a good solid.
We're going to be ready for Lowe's.
We're going to be ready for anybody.
We're
going to be ready for
our
anybody.
communities, Lowe's, whatever you come on our way.
Yes.
And then we'll work right through. We're going to be ready. And we got people that are really massive business people that have got successful multi-million-dollar companies that are excited for us. And they said, you know what? We want to help you because we just love your business model and who you are as people. Yeah. They want to help us.
Well, and too, you know, and the other part of that, not just the factory where it has the assembly line, but the model homes. I mean, it took years with the Amish and to get the proper training and stuff like that and everything situated. It was, you know, to get there, but it's there. So they handle all the model homes and all the stick build homes right now, and they're in Kentucky.
And we're taking our containers up there. We're a little behind on that because we had to train them to do containers, but now we're taking all 14 of our containers and putting them up there.
Right, because they'd never done containers before.
And listen, there are glitches where people don't hear back from us. There are some warranties we got to take care of. We are on it. If it slips by us, sorry, but we're there to get it.
Exactly.
And
we just had an update. I mean, we had sat down with Emily yesterday, and we were made aware of warranties and different things.
I didn't know there was spigots not on the grow.
Had no idea.
I was told they were all in, so we're going to go back and put those in.
So Randy met with her and made sure, said, listen, I'm going to take care of this. We're going to get this in place. So everything's getting cleaned up and getting all taken care of.
Well, you know, too, I'm putting fire hydrants in every community. We'll have a fire hydrant.
Yes, people's asked that before.
We've talked to the fire department yesterday, and I said, hey, and you know what? That's not... I don't have to do that.
You don't have to do that.
But we're going to put fire hydrants in every one of our communities across the street. Here, I talked to the fire department and I said, what size? I said, I'm going to put tanks periodically everywhere up here because we don't have fire hydrants. And I said, is how big of a tank you need? He goes, I don't know, about 500 gallons. I said, listen, I'm going to put 3,000-gallon tanks.
Because you got to have a big enough for a fire.
Everywhere, for them to fill their tanker.
Sure.
And he looked at me and said, wow, if you do that, and I said, I'll have them periodically set all over this mountain.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm also building a fire hall.
Yeah.
A fire station.
Yes.
Down at the bottom.
That is true.
So in the winter, if it snows, rains, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I always do this, like it's just blowing snow and rain and ice. They can pull into this fire station.
Right.
And we're buying a what do you call it, wheeled off-road
truck
vehicle that somebody can be, if they have to come up here and get somebody out of the house, they can put them in the back. It'll be warm and dry.
Good.
And bring them down and then put them in the EMT ambulance.
Okay.
We're going to have, that is going to be part of the protocol on this
And
property.
that is something you don't have to do.
No, I don't do none of that stuff.
No, exactly.
You know? I didn't do any of that at Brothers Cove. There are no zoning laws right here because we're grandfathered in. You don't have to do that. But like I told the mayor, we want to help this community.
Absolutely.
We want it to be safe, and we want our people to be safe.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Exactly.
Now, there's naysayers. Oh, you'll never do that and never do this. Okay.
Okay.
Just
we can't listen.
hang in there. I remember when I got to college, I couldn't finish college, and all my buddies finished college, and I'm I didn't finish. And then I had to go back to school. And when I got out of college, they already got professional jobs. They got kids. They got houses. They got cars. And where I'm at, I'm in some rundown apartment.
Yeah.
So then when I started teaching and I got into building, and then when I got there, all these guys, they had changed careers, and then they had lost a lot of the stuff, and they made, some crazy mistakes, whatever.
Right.
Then I started getting a house and the kids, but I've always been a late bloomer.
Yeah.
Always late bloomer. And I've always been told, you can't make it.
You won't finish.
You ain't gonna finish it.
Stuff,
yeah. My dad always said you drill the big auger. And I mean, to me, it wasn't a compliment. To me, my dad was just saying, man, boy, I just don't know if you're ever gonna get
well,
there.
it's like you take on a lot, and you do. You take on big things, and sometimes, just the 20-some years that I've been with you, things sometimes are presented in front of you, and you have a choice.
Yeah.
Go big or go home. It's one of those things. It's like, okay, do I keep doing this? He could have kept staying in the backyard and just building homes and all that stuff. But this turned into this, that turned into this, and it just ended up being more and more. And it honestly snowballed. People would think that you were driven and that I made that happen, It came to you, and you're like, you had to make a decision. Okay, am I going to build 10 houses? They
just say no.
You didn't want to tell these people no. So you said, yeah, I'll build them. Okay, well, 10 turned into 20. 20 turned into 30. 30 turned into 40. And you have to look for a building. You got to look for workers. You got to look for, it's like, okay, I committed to telling these people, and that's exactly how it happened.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it happened. People don't believe that. Some people don't believe that. It is how it happened. And then, because we had regular jobs. I mean, I was a caretaker.
Yeah.
Like, I was just working part-time, and then I worked at a factory, and you were working all these terrible jobs that nobody would take.
Yeah.
Just trying to make money and stuff. That's what actually happened in the backyard,
Yeah.
And then you went over there, and you just drove up to Inca and found that, and it just happened all from there. And then, the necessity of people, they need a home, but they had nowhere to place it. Well, okay, so are we going to keep going or what? So
I didn't want to develop land.
He did not want to develop land. I didn't want to develop land.
Too much money, man.
Exactly. It's a lot to it, but these people had nowhere to place these homes. So it's like, what are we going to do? Are we going to be done, or are we going to help these people have a place to?
And we needed to build homes.
We
stay
needed
in
to build
business.
homes,
So we were helping each other.
Yeah.
Everybody, I think people, everybody always comes, you're a workaholic.
I know, they do
I said,
say
no,
that.
No, I'm not. I love to sit down.
Everybody loves to rest.
I would love to go to the beach and just lay around, or I'd love to go surfing and hiking, and I would love to do that. But once I had committed to this run, I had to perform.
You have to perform.
You have to, or you're going to lose it all.
Yes, correct.
And so you're too far in to give up.
Yeah.
And so that's what is a unique turn of this company right now.
Yes, it is.
We are delegating, and we got wonderful people that are behind us, and some great business people and knowledge that are all being a part of what we're doing.
And that all agree with what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, we have gotten such positive feedback from people who are in business, run businesses, are very high officials in different places and stuff. We have gotten their approval, and they are for us.
I seek counsel all the time. I
Exactly.
love talking to people that are super smart, and I just don't do what they say.
Oh no,
I listen to it, and I'm like, and it's awesome to understand their point of view.
It's good to see other people's point of view, even whenever it's a negative. Sometimes it's like it's good to see all kinds of points of view. You can't see everything, you can't know everything. So this video is about letting you know where we came from, where we're at now with the properties, and why we even got into properties, and why we're going to continue doing properties.
We are going to go with the community.
We're going to go with the communities.
And I think you're going to love them. We're going to offer some amazing deals for the first people that want to invest. So if you guys are loving what we're doing, give us your comment, send us an email. Look into Paducah. We'll be showing you more videos and all that we're doing. And we are being very concerted in our steps of growth of this company and the strength, and we feel like you guys are our investors and our constituents.
Absolutely,
and you are behind us,
investors.
And it's our responsibility to let you guys know where we're at.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
we're taking care of your homes until they get here onto the mountain, and I know everybody is they're just excited about it. So all right.
Again, anything that you guys want to know, I'll be glad to share off screen on an email or a visit, and love to share with you any more about who we are and business and
Absolutely.
anything. Yeah, because we want, if you're an investor and you want to invest, we want to be able to comfort your state of mind about everything that we do. Reassure you everything.
Absolutely.
With with our warranties, with our maintenance plans. I share the good, bad, and ugly.
We always do.
There are issues with homes that we're going back and we're fixing, just like Toyota and Clayton's. I had a guy come to me, he worked for Clayton for 3 months, and he said they had an entire team of men, right? All they do is rework.
That's it.
Rework.
Yeah.
Because they build 22 homes a day that are 1,500 square foot homes.
Right.
And they build them so fast, they got to go back and fix them before they can ship out. And then they got crews that go all over the country to fix them.
But, in comparison to the homes that we have built over the 10 years, what's it been, 3,000 to 4,000 homes? The ones that needed repair in the ratio, oh my gosh, my goodness, minimal. It is so minimal. So
and nothing's perfect.
Nothing
it never
is
will
perfect,
be. And I had to accept that, because man, I want a house to beat. I don't want any callbacks. I don't want anybody upset with me. But man, you're right.
Things happen. But it's minimal, and we do our best, and
stand behind.
We stand behind it, and
100%.
we will get it done. So thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this gorgeous view back here. This is Industrial Road. Is all the way down there, the factories down there and everything. It is just, it's so pretty here. Oh, look at there, who's looking alive now.
You woke up?
All right, thank you guys. We hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure and comment in the down below, and also to subscribe. We're almost to 200,000 subscribers. We're really trying to get to that. Check out our Facebook, TikTok. I've got to put some stuff on TikTok. I've got to get better to get more on TikTok, so maybe I can work on that this weekend. Try to get that going. It's a slow going kind of thing, but always to start something new. But be sure and follow us, and like, subscribe, and share this video. So
perfect.
All right. Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye, everybody. Oh, somebody's got to turn it off. I'll do it. Bye.